yeah. That's right. That's right, Rico. 47,
Positive
bro.
energy, baby.
47. Super positive about that. Super positive. Oh, man, I got some crazy, crazy news for you guys today, and I want to shout out our graphic designer, Brandon, today, because he actually texted me this story. And if you like our thumbnails, show some love in the chat. Give Brandon some love and whatnot, because he does a great job with all of that. But, man, oh, man, you guys. Disney World... That's right. Disney World in Florida is now drug testing all guests, and that is leading to bans, you guys. That's right. Disney World is known as a place for families to go and have fun. However, recently there has been a rise in adults going to Disney without kids. This is why Disney added the one-child policy, which we reported on here. However, there has been another issue plaguing Disney World, and that is drugs. Because of this, Disney World is now drug testing guests when they enter their parks, leading to many bans. And by the way, this news thing actually came out of a thing. Is hilarious. The name of it. It's called Mousetrap News, you guys. But many people see Disney as a destination for drinking. In fact, it's so prominent there that Disney removed the drinking age in their parks, which we reported on here. But very few people talk about the drug issues at Disney World. And in fact, we learned how bad it really is in form and from an intellectual source. It's this rampant drug issue that's causing Disney to drug test guests prior to entering their parks. According to an internal source, drugs are a huge problem at Disney World. In fact, it's estimated that 4 out of 10 adults at Disney are under the influence of various drugs. This becomes a problem when it leads to fights and other altercations with guests. It also leads to guests yelling profanities at other guests in lines, like Soren, for example. Our source confirmed that the problem gets worse every year. Well, maybe if the lines went faster, people wouldn't yell so much, but nonetheless, our source confirms that this rising use of drugs is making their parks more dangerous and less family friendly. And we all know Disney is moving away from the family unit by making Moana the first transgender Disney princess and Alyssa marrying a woman. However, they are at least trying to keep their theme parks family friendly. There are even accounts of people selling drugs inside Disney World. We asked why so many people use drugs inside Disney World. According to our source, it's people do this to improve their experience. They also state that some rides are better when you're under the influence, and our source confirms that viral TikTok videos have played a significant role in the increase in drug use at Disney World. Oh my God, you guys, bro, this article is amazing. Now, anyone who enters Disney World will be subject to a rapid drug test. Of course, this will only apply to guests older than 9 years old, and Disney will not confirm what drugs are being tested for. And this is to avoid people attempting to find a loophole by using different drugs not tested for. However, as time goes on, people will probably figure out which drugs are tested for and which aren't. And the rapid drug tests use proprietary technology developed for Disney. Upon going through security, guests stick their fingers in a new device. This device scans their finger and will have results in seconds. Many people are concerned that this will make the security lines longer at Disney World. While it may have some impact, our source doesn't expect it to be significant. In the drug test result, if the drug test results are positive, security will take that guest off to the side. They can appeal it with a more in-depth drug test in case of a false positive. However, if they fail the appeal as well, Disney will not discourage them from attempting, or will allow them into the park and that day and hit them with a 30-day ban from Disney World. This is to discourage them from attempting to show up in the parks again under the influence of drugs. If a guest fails the drugs test more than 3 times at Disney World, they may be subject to a lifetime ban from Disney World, you guys. Man, oh man, Disney World I don't know if this is the happiest place on earth anymore, but I can't wait to hear what y'all have to say about this. Disney World testing patrons 9 years and old and up. I don't even know how that's even legal, but nonetheless, I'm sure Governor DeSantis will take aim at that of them drug testing these minors. And nonetheless, this is Jason Beck for the High at 9 News. What do y'all think about this? And you gonna put on some mouse ears for this one?
I got so many questions, man. Like, number one, this Mousetrap News, is this like the right-wing Disney tabloid?
I don't know, bro. Someone just texted it to me today. I've never heard of this publication in my life.
Get this shit from?
Bro, this is, you know, it's our vetted team out there sourcing the stories that you need to know about. You know what I mean? You know it.
What is this shit?
Hold on, Rico.
Breaking news: Moana is transgender, and Elsa marrying another. I'm not against those things, but like, what?
I mean, you know what it is. Disney go woke, go broke. You know what I mean?
This sounds like Ron DeSantis' hit team wrote this article right here.
This isn't a real story.
This is 100% a real story, bro.
It says this rule is just a rumor spread by a satirical Disney news source, Mousetrap News.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Jason.
Hey.
Fake news.
I don't know, bro. They're testing. This says Disney World. They're testing kids for drugs, bro.
No, you can't test for drugs by scanning somebody's finger.
I think you could. I think you could. I think you could, Dr. T.
No.
100% the same way. I think you could. I think you could. All bullshit aside, I think you actually could, because if you're testing for residue of drugs on their fingertips, just like when cops slide your ID through the scanner and that to text to see if you have cocaine or other residue on your driver's license at the same time. I think they could do that just like that. And I'm surprised I'm surprised since Disney came out with this test, I'm surprised that all these states aren't contracting with Disney to see if people are drug driving or not. Because apparently they can make better tests than everybody else.
You know, the best way to beat those tests is just not take them.
I mean, or the better test is just smuggle the drugs in the park and take them once you're inside instead of doing them before you enter the park.
Right.
But is it true that people are taking drugs in Disneyland or
sure.
Disney World?
Disneyland is designed for psychedelic drugs, Dr. T.
Okay.
All right. The first time I went to Disneyland, I learned the actual true definition between a theme park and amusement park. And that is basically none of the rides are extreme. They're all just like slow poke rides, and that's the difference of a theme park. An amusement park, you have like thrill rides.
Park, it just has like
it's just themed rides. It's themed soft ass rides, exactly. Nothing scary. Nothing that's gonna like make your heart pump. Okay. Nothing that making you gonna feel any G forces.
They don't have Space Mountain anymore.
Space Mountain wasn't amazing. It was lame.
Oh, okay. I don't remember.
Yeah, it wasn't amazing. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't amazing.
You see, as an East Coast kid, I grew up on Disney World. You know, Disney World and Busch Gardens and shit like that. Being out here, Disneyland is quite different. You know, down there, got Epcot and got all kinds of stuff in Kissimmee, and out here,
I thought it's Kissimmee.
You know, that's what you want to say. You can go ahead and get popped for that, Jason. Make sure you ask for consent first. just saying. I'm not out in these streets like you. But no, that being said, man, this is a fake news story, Jason.
I don't know.
My antenna went up immediately.
Mine did too, but I love this headline. I love this headline. This was a fantastic headline.
I wouldn't be surprised. Now, I would not be surprised if Disney tried to start testing people like this, because they do have a history of overreaching. But yeah, this is not a real story.
I mean, they won't let you bring your vape carts into the park, anything like that. So, like, you know, I mean, this doesn't surprise me if it's true. To be continued.
You know,
I've never been to go to Disney World.
What's that, Elise?
Was that Elise?
It just made me want to take drugs and go to Disneyland. The thought never occurred to me. I've never been to Disney World nor Disneyland, but yeah, and this story made me go, oh, that's a good idea.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. She wants to go and take some hallucinogenics at Disney.
Come on down. Come on south. Come on down to SoCal. And we are in the slow season right now. So it's a great time to go. And I'm pretty sure that the way that they're struggling right now, you can actually score some decent priced tickets. So I've never been to Disneyland sober, just so you know. There's no reason.
Exactly. Exactly.
We should do a field trip.
I think you're right,
do it.
Elise. I think we should do a field trip. I think we should film it and document it and see what Disneyland has to say about what we're going to do in
so.
Disneyland.